What's going on in YouTube? Oh, I don't have my what's it called. But hello, YouTube. What's going on? What's goody? Excuses. Why you gotta do all that? That's outrageous. Everything between. What you could be doing is like, how about you like the stream? How about that? You could at least put it at an even 200. Can't believe. Anyways. Let's see how the algorithms. Because I didn't realize it's been a week since I've been live. I was live on Instagram. That's why y'all need to follow me on Instagram. And I only went live once though, so yeah, I ain't missed that much. But still, you would have been able to see what I was talking about, which is what I'm about to talk about here. Either way, thank you, King Leak, for doing something. I appreciate you. But I hope you all are having a wonderful week. It is only Tuesday. I know this is odd for me. I usually go live on Wednesdays. Mondays, Fridays, Sundays, one of those days, not usually a Tuesday, but we here with it. That's all that matters, baby. I had to go live. We in a new year, baby. We got a new day. Now, I'm not going to consistently go live on Tuesdays. Don't bet on that. But today we here. So that's all that matters. Let me hear myself right quick. Oh, okay. I'm fine. Okay, cool. Because last week, I know my audio was tripping last week. I don't know what the hell was going on. My whole audio was, I don't know, it was off for like the first damn 30 minutes of the show. I don't know what was going on. Then it was on and off even after that. So I don't know. It was egregious. I average everything between, but we good. I think we're good. All right. And we got a couple things to get into. Damn, why ain't nobody in the chat? That's either my what's up with y'all? Everybody said peace. Hey, how you doing? B1. Nothing. Where's the chat at? What's happening right now? Can't I see anybody? There's nobody. King Lee, go say something, Jet, please. I don't know. It's a little dry over here, buddy. Come help me out, please. A little bit. TikTok. Yeah, I'll be all right on TikTok. YouTube. I'm like, damn, who my people at? My mind, something. There we go. King Lee, peace. How you doing? Thank you, B1. You said all three. I love that for me. Thank you. I appreciate you, King Lake. You are. That's why I love you. That's why you my mind. That's why I rock with you the long way. How you doing, brother? Right? We got a couple things to get into. I'm like, damn, it's dry. Where's everybody at? We almost 3 minutes in this joint. But we got at least a how you doing? Hello, nothing. The greatest. No, we got a couple things to get into. Of course, y'all know we're gonna get into y'all know what we're gonna talk about first is Katt Williams. That's what I was talking about. I went live on YouTube. On Instagram the other day. What was that? When did I go live on YouTube? King League, I think he was in that live. What was that? Sunday or I think that was like Monday or something. Or was that Saturday night? Saturday night? I think that was Saturday night, actually. Yeah, it was. It was Saturday night. I went live on Instagram because I was fiending to talk about that interview. I was so scratching like a fiend to what you call that interview. Hello, Chemistry. How you doing? Wendell, how you doing? B1. I wanted to talk about the interview so bad, okay, especially because I had seen some of the responses to the interview. I saw Aries Spears in particular, and I was like, oh my God, it was egregious. Not just his response was egregious in my opinion, but a couple other people's, and it just kind of riled me up. I wanted to talk about it. So I ended up going live Saturday before I went to work. Fortunately, the live was very short because I did it on the way to work. Then somebody had called. My mother called me in the middle of the live, and I had to start it over. So fortunately, the live got messed up. Didn't really even get to say anything for real. The second time, though, I went live again that night, and luckily, it was so divine, so like such perfect timing that I waited. I ended up having to wait to go live about it because boy, did I have a change in perspective. Woo! Did I have I'm not going to say a 180. I mean, what is it, a 360 or 180? Because a 360 would be completely around. So that would be, I'll be back. So a 180. I ain't going to say I had a complete 180 change of opinion, but I definitely feel different. I don't feel as what I felt when I initially watched it. And I don't feel as what I felt when I initially seen the responses. Feeling different. Okay, damn, what the hell just happened on TikTok? Hello, TikTok, how you doing? There's like 90 people in there. What the hell is that? How you doing? How y'all doing? Appreciate you. I'm live on YouTube right now. I'm over here. I don't know what just happened. It was like 3 people in here. I don't know what's happening right now. I have no idea. How y'all doing? I appreciate y'all coming in. Maybe this is just was a good time to go live, I guess. How y'all doing? I was easy. I gotta get back on YouTube. Y'all want to see me? I'm on YouTube. Okay, y'all secondary. YouTube come first. Sorry. Even though it's more y'all than it is them. I should be putting them secondary. What the hell was I about to say? I'm from PG County, Maryland. But I lived in North Carolina for like 10 years. Anyways. So yeah, I don't feel the same, and this is the vine that I had to wait. I ended up saying, you know what? I'm not gonna even rush it. I'm not gonna go live. I was gonna go live Sunday during the day. So I'm gonna go live. You know, I'm not gonna rush it. I mean, I want to go live. I'm just go Sunday. Then I said, you know what? Monday, something ended up happening yesterday. Couldn't do it yesterday. So now here we are on Tuesday, almost a week later. What is it? Almost a week later since the interview came out. Katt has done another interview with Willie D Live on Willie D Live show. I haven't watched that. I started to watch it. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I can tell you that right now, but I'll probably tune into some of it. I'm watching a little bit of it. But yeah, I've had a change of perspective, so let's get into it. So let's get into some of my initial thoughts right quick first. Numero uno, let's see. Numero uno, just off the rip, let me say, I did enjoy it. It was like an almost 3-hour interview. Enjoyed the interview. Okay. Brother seemed pretty thorough from what I seen. These were my initial thoughts. It was good to see. I've never heard Katt Williams talk for that amount of time. My sister said this, and I was like, that's part of the reason why it was so intriguing. But I've never heard Katt Williams talk for a long period of time, for like more than an hour. Shit, really more than 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. On a serious note. Like, I've never heard him talk for that long outside of a stand-up. Like, if he's not talking about comedy, he's not trying to be funny. I've never heard him talk for that long. Like, I've seen little interviews of him. That's what I said. Maybe like 15, 20 minutes where he's talking about, you know, his life or things of that nature. But there was a lot of information throughout this interview. I had no idea. You know, just even the way, just the way he articulates himself, the way he talks, his demeanor. Like, you know, when he says that, like, yeah, you know, when people see me in person, I'm not the same. I'm like, I'm not nothing to play with. Like, I can kind of pick up on that. I'm like, damn, I mean, like, that's not something I really thought of when I came to Katt Williams. I always think he's funny, you know, he's a pimp, So I just that was never like a part of it. It was just good to see another side of him. Okay, just off the rip. Great to see another side of him. Okay. He talked about a lot of different things. I didn't know he was had a relationship with the minister and things of that nature. I didn't know, you know, so little things like that was like cool, you know, cool to see, cool to hear him talk about it, like, you know, just to kind of find these fun facts about him. Even though we knew of him this whole all these years, you know, it's kind of cool to see that. That was good to hear. Of course, he was funny as hell. He dropped a lot of one-liners. Fat Faison liar. What was the other? You have an unnatural alliance for losers, or allegiance to losers, or something like that. There's a couple of them. Barack of them that went viral. He'd been made into a bunch of memes now, but that was hilarious as well. And I don't know, I just thought it was pretty good interview overall. You know, I heard a couple people kind of trying to go on Shannon Sharp and, you know, how he was interviewing and like he wasn't asking enough questions or something like that. He was kind of just like Katt kind of like go off, and, you know, he wasn't pushing back on anything. So some people kind of had critiques on that, which I could kind of see. But if I'm not a fan of like, I don't watch Club Chaser or anything like that, but I've seen some of the clips. I may have watched somebody else's interview on there before. But I don't think that's just his interview style. Like, that's just, you know, some people I like that. Like, it is what it is. Some people like let you eat. And honestly, I'm glad he did it that way, because again, we've never got to hear Katt Williams, not me personally. We never really get to hear him speak on, especially such a range of topics in one sitting for this long. So it was good. I'm like, yeah, let his ass go off. Don't interrupt. Let him keep, you know, spitting out what he's saying, because we want to hear it. You know, like, I'm trying to hear it. I had to rewind it 3, 4, 5 times on a couple parts. So I'm like, what did he just say? Or I would, you know, I would have it on and be doing something, and I would catch something. I'm like, damn, what did he just say? I got to go back like 5 minutes just to catch the context of why he was saying what he said. So I like the fact that he did it that way. I didn't have no complaints in that aspect, let me say. Now, of course, he did come for a lot of people. Not really come for. He really just exposed a lot of people. Let me say that. He exposed a lot of people. I love that. All for that. All right, for calling out what's real and what's not. We love to see it. You know what we do over here, rocking with the realest. So yeah, he dropped Steve Harvey. He dropped some names: Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley, Faison, I think he did actually mention Aries Spears. He did. What's the other dude name? Not Aries Spears. What's the other dude I'm looking for? Who's the other guy name? Somebody else. But there's a couple people he name dropped. A couple of them have responded. For the most part, I haven't seen anybody's response that's worth even really analyzing. All of this responses that I've seen so far was weak as shit. I'm gonna just be real. I'm gonna just be real with you. I'm gonna just keep it a bean. All of their responses so far was weak. All of them sound like they copy please. All of them sound like they try to reach for excuses or something, or trying to flip the narrative, but don't really know how, because he was telling truth. He was speaking truth. Okay. So a lot of them just seem like they were scrambling for an excuse, trying to save face, or trying to flip the script on him, like, oh no, he's just calling for help. Oh, he just needs help. Oh, he's just bitter. Oh, he did it, trying to play it cool. Like Kevin Hart, he tried to play it cool with his friend. He tweeted something like trying to promote his movie. It was a corny tweet though. And then he made another video with him on his podcast. He's talking with his friends. He's like, yeah, another fact is, Katt Williams bought the Mavericks. He brought Ja Morant to the game, and so he tried to like play it off. But again, nobody got up there and said he was straight up lying. Nobody got up there and disproved anything that he said. I have yet to see anybody disprove anything that he said yet. So, and yeah, it ain't much to say about them, because they can't say shit. And honestly, a lot of people like Steve Harvey said it, Cedric, stuff like that. A lot of that stuff, people been saying. It's just like rumors. Everybody kind of been knew that those were that was like the kind of elitist little group that they had going on. So a lot of the stuff he was saying, people kind of already heard of, or kind of, might have heard speculations of, and he kind of confirmed it. So, shout out to Ice Cube. I say that. Shout out to Ice Cube, because I did like his response. He pretty much backed Katt. Brother on code, we love to see it. And he was like, the only thing he kind of disputed was the little Friday storyline where he was saying that Money Mike was supposed to get raped and he didn't, and whatever. That was minute though. It really wasn't that big of a deal. It's not like he got up there and said he lied. He was just like, nah, it kind of happened like such and such and such. But really, Katt was still telling the truth. So yeah, nothing crazy. But again, yeah, everybody else's responses. Let me say outside of Gary Owens, Ice Cube's. I want to say those were the only two that were kind of. Oh, and Mike Epps. Mike Epps, Mike Epps was joking. Outside of Mike Epps, Ice Cube, and Gary Owens, everybody else's response was weak. Everybody else's response was honestly a little cowardly. I don't want to say that too loud, because I know it's black men arguing. I'm trying to let the men have it, but I'm a social commentator, so we gonna speak over here on our, we're gonna give our opinion. That's what I'm here for. That's why y'all here. So yeah, my opinion was a little cowardly. Everybody else's response, if I'm being real. Now, let me just make sure that's pretty much all the surface levels. Stuff out the way. Let me just make sure. Oh, he said Chris Tucker was on the Epstein list. That was crazy. Which I can't find a legit Epstein list anyway, so I don't know if that's true or not. But I ain't about to sit there and act like it's so far fetched. Q back Katt, but also said it was never okay. All right, I think I got all the main stuff out of the way. Oh yeah, Aries Spears. Do I want to say what I was going to say about his? Not really, not anymore. Basically, I'm gonna say it anyways. Aries Spears, in his response, he was like, "Yeah, black people love drama. Oh, Katt ain't say shit. Y'all talking about protect Katt, but Katt ain't say shit. Ain't nothing changed, and blah 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 blah." But I'm like, nigga, if you gonna get a pant and try to downplay what he said, why are you even responding? If what he said really didn't matter that damn much, why the fuck do you get a response? Hello, let me know. Because that tells me, one, you either clout chasing or nigga, you really mad. It's only one of the two. You either really mad or nigga, you clout chasing. Let me cough it up. Which one is it? It's not like you went and did an interview with somebody asked you, nigga, you're sitting in front of your camera and look like you on your Zoom. Prepare selfie. You set up the camera and made the video yourself. So for you to get up here and make this, I think it was like a 10-minute video talking about how basically what he said wasn't shit. We blowing it up. We just distracted. Well, Negro, don't you realize that you added to the distraction with a response? Hello. It's like if you really felt that way, you wouldn't respond. It's just that simple. And if you would respond, it will be again in the context of somebody asking you, some time had passed, you're not really tripping it, so you just kind of mentioned like, no, I'm not, I think that's just a distraction. I'm not really worried about it. You wouldn't even it wouldn't have been a 10-minute video. It would have been a 2-word response, 2, 3, 4-word response. Baby, you mad or you're clout chasing? One of the two, or you're part of the distraction your damn self. One of the three. How about that? Yeah, I'm sorry. Every spirit shit really it really got grinded my gears. I was not feeling his response. I was not doing that. I was not feeling it because he was really dragging it. Oh, did he cure AIDS? Did he destroy racism? Did he change anything? I'm sorry. What? He was supposed to cure AIDS? Niggas just can't speak truth to power no more. Niggas can't get applauded for speaking truth no more. We distracted. We just wrong. We just some dumb, lazy, distracted Negroes, huh? Okay. So nothing he said was worth repeating or, okay. All right. No, I don't think that's it. I think you a hater. I think you either a hater, you a clout chaser, or you part of the distraction you talk about. One of the three, baby. But it ain't you just on this fake ass high horse. Some of these Negroes, a lot of their responses, Kevin Hart's and even Cedric's, all three of their responses were similar, to be honest, in that aspect of me. All three of them had that commonality of being on this fake ass high horse. Like you're on this self-righteous high horse that you think is just so above Katt. But really, Katt ain't even that big, baby. You 3 feet shorter than him. You on this horse, this fake ass horse that's shorter than him. You looking up to him, telling him you ain't shit, you ain't saying nothing, you mad. Like, bruh, what are we talking about? Y'all wildin'. You know what I'm saying? They blew me. I'm not gonna even hold it. They really blew the shit out of me. All their responses. I was like, come on. And I rock with Kevin. So I've rocked with Kevin. I liked Kevin for a long time. I was a fan of his for a long time. So I'm like, damn, it's egregious. Like, what in the world is going on? Anyways. Now, let me get into my, and it's a video of Ricky Smiley crying. I don't know. Ricky Smiley was crying on the internet. I don't know what the hell I was about. I ain't going to even show it. I was going to show them that. But he was crying on the internet. I don't know why. Zira, you missing that H, Rashad. But thank you. Hello. I mean, Rashad. Hello. Aries definitely wanted to be just her and still no one was listening. Nigga, was it? Come on. Come on. When nobody even talking about it. That's sort of like I really didn't even want to break it down, but it just bothered me that y'all was really being fake. You know what I'm saying? Self-righteous. But when nobody talking about no damn Aries spirits, everybody was talking about Cedric's, Kevin's, or Rhea's Mackley's. Nobody even talking about Aries, to be honest. But yeah. Now I digress. Now I gotta get into what I feel about the interview now. So I've had a change in perspective, y'all. Y'all, when I tell y'all I'm so disappointed. When I had this realization, I felt so disappointed in myself that I didn't realize it at first when I was watching the video. I was just felt so, I don't even want to say the word. I don't want to say the word, but I got to say it because I got to be honest. I felt so fooled when I realized what I had watched. Like when I had talked to my best friend about it. I talked to my brother and my sister. I'm like, damn, because we was all on the same page. All of us was rocking with it. Okay, especially me, my sister, and my brother, who was all rocking with it at first. But then we just had a change in perspective, and I can't even tell you how the conversation started. I forgot. But all I know is, y'all, I don't feel the same way. I'm not feeling this interview the way I was when I first watched it. Let me tell you why. Number one, I love the fact he exposed a lot of truth. Loved it. Okay, we love that. Y'all know I love that, especially within the industry, especially when it comes to like people try to chuck up as conspiracies, like black men being emasculated in Hollywood. That's real, 100% real. Okay, but a lot of people try to downplay, some of the themes he was speaking so fluently about. Like this, he was just so had so much knowledge, who had seen so much, and was able to validate the suspicions of so many people. You know what I'm saying? That was part of the reasons why myself personally like the interview. I love to see that validation out there when it comes to somebody that people already have validated, people already trust. You can't just call them crazy, even though some people do call Katt crazy. They try to do that, but people in the grassroots rock with Katt, which is why the joint did well. People were just on his side. Now, but my main concern, one of my biggest issues here is that, how can I say this? White supremacy is duality. White supremacy plays both sides. White supremacists create controlled opposition for their tools, okay? And although I love the fact that he was exposing all of the truths about other people and those in the industry who are wicked or are in alignment with those in power who are wicked, I don't think he touched on his own role enough. Now, I say this because I'm thinking about, like, he exposed black. He like, yeah, I never wore a dress. Wouldn't work with Ricky Smiley, Tyler Perry. They ain't good at nothing. Ain't good at being nothing but women. Okay, had to put Ricky Smiley in a dress if I work for him. If I work with him again, he was in a dress. Okay, Kevin Hart been in a dress 100 billion times from what we seen on the fucking internet. Which is a bunch of other comedians. This is again, a bunch of other comedians has been through similar things or put through the same rituals. Okay, that's one aspect. And that is a form of selling out, is buck breaking, allowing yourself to be buck broken through, wearing a dress or being put in feminine roles. But there's more to it than that. So we talked about that aspect of it, of white supremacy, but we didn't talk about the other aspect that you partook in yourself, which was pimp culture. Demonizing black women and the promotion of just degenerate behavior overall within our community. He participated in that, And Friday, yeah, I'm so glad that Money Mike didn't get raped. Hella glad. That was great. If he really did fight for that to happen, and he was really adamant on that and he wasn't going for, I agree. I love that. But look at what we got. We still got a big buck broken ass black man. Smaller, what they would say now is hyper masculine, but smaller black man who he doesn't get raped, but he almost does. No, he didn't get raped. We didn't see it. That would have been egregious. But the idea of that happening was still a joke in the movie. Two black men, a black man raping another black man was still supposed to be a joke. A black man having to defend himself with a pair of fucking pliers or a wrench and holding another black man's nuts for an egregious amount of time. So he could get away. And then in the end, don't even really get away because the black woman, switch up on him and leave his ass. And he ended up running. So he couldn't call up. The little Terry Crews ran football. I'm just saying, this is a movie, but realistically, he would have caught his ass. And what would have happened? So the idea is still in there. Love the fact. I'm not taking away from the fact that he wasn't for that it didn't happen. But that was still an idea in our film. And it didn't have to be in it. And literally that whole film, shout out to Tariq. I was watching some of his live the other day. He was talking about it. He was like, yeah, shout out to Tiny Lester. I think part of the reason he was showing a clip of him from a while ago where he was talking about how he's not playing no effeminate roles. And he's like, yeah, I feel like a part of the reason he didn't do the rest of the last Friday is because they wanted to switch his character into that Damon character. He probably wasn't going for it. I completely agree. He probably wasn't. Now, that's something I can sit up here and applaud. Now, Tiny Lester, he died? I don't know if he died. I'll pity him if he did. I'm not sure, actually. But if Tiny Lester, as a matter of fact, I will applaud him for his interview he did do when he was exposing the truth. That was like 20 years ago. That was in the 90s, that interview. I applaud him for that completely. I love that because he stood on it. He stood 10 toes on it and said, I'm not even about to fake like I would do some shit like that. I'm not even about to fake like that's not even I don't want that. I don't want me representing that at all. I don't want people to look at me and think that at all. Terry Crews didn't say that. Cat Williams didn't say that. So I gotta look at that too. We can't just ignore what we did yet. So yeah, you ain't put a dress on, but look at the characters you did play. You paid a pimp. Funny enough, you was a pimp in Boondocks. You was a voiceover pimp in Boondocks. But what was you doing in that movie? taking advantage of black women, calling black women all sorts of bitches and hoes, and that was like a part of your whole brand. That's not pro-black. So we got to take that into account as well. And it's like, even some of the truth is like, so Harvey Weinstein offered to suck your dick in front of your staff. You said there was 3 other black men on set, but why did he feel comfortable saying that to you? I'm just saying. Now, I'm just saying, this is a wild thought that some men who display themselves in a masculine, heterosexual way that ain't going for it, those type of things will never happen. Those type of things haven't happened. People will be out, you will be out your damn mind to even try it. Those type of men really don't make it in Hollywood. They don't make it far. Not on these big screens and stuff like, they ain't making it far. To be honest, I'm like, a man do that in front of a bunch of people. That's low key butt bringing. Low key is more emasculated. For you to not think that the repercussions of you asking a heterosexual male, can you suck his dick in front of other people, and you thought there was going to be no repercussion behind that, for you to even think that makes me question how you were viewed on that set. Because did they view you as the black man who wasn't going for a rape scene in Friday? Did he see you as that? Because if that's the case, I'm surprised you was even on the same set as him. I'm sure he would have heard of you. Look, these are the questions running through my mind after flagged sexually suggestive content. What? I got a warning. Oh, let me get the hell up off here. What I'm saying is too strong for TikTok. Bye, y'all. Follow me on YouTube. Come to YouTube. The link is in my bio. Bye, y'all. Ain't about to get me black. My live band, because I'm speaking too harsh for TikTok. But these are the questions just running through my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still questionable on your behalf. It's still questionable. Even the little jokes. And again, this is why I'm analyzing, because white supremacy is truth and lies. White supremacy is a joke, but it's real. Hey, I'm gonna fucking kill y'all. Oh, that's hilarious. But I'm really about to fucking kill you. So when I hear little things like, oh yeah, me and Ludacris was at an Illuminati meeting, and yeah, one of us had to lose the beard and drop the pimp act. One of us had to sign up for 20 movies for Fast and Furious. I'm like, why the fuck was you at an Illuminati meeting if you ain't a part of that shit? I mean, LOL, that's funny, but why the fuck was you there? And if you know these people, you know they tell truth through lies, through jokes all the time. That's why comedians are very important in the media game. Because they can get away with damn near saying anything or doing anything and making it look like, oh, it was just a joke. It was just funny. It was just nothing really. They were just poking fun at it. They use comedy a whole lot to tell truth. So even little stuff like that, I'm like, damn, like, he was gonna lose. I mean, like, that's funny, but what the fuck? What? Now it got me thinking about other little stuff. Okay, like, you're not on drugs. You didn't do drugs. There's no proof of you doing drugs. There's no proof. Okay, I don't got no proof you doing drugs. I don't know that. I talked to my brother. He like, man, I don't know what the fuck he talk about, but I've been heard that. Niggas been saying that nigga's on drugs. Niggas been new Katt. He's like, my brother is a test firsthand. He said, I tried to go to a couple of shows back in the day. I didn't been to a couple. That nigga ain't show up. So he was doing something. He was whatever the fuck he was doing was too important to show up to the motherfucking event, but he wasn't there. So this is somebody, I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn, for real? Yeah, niggas been saying, what are you talking about? I don't know. I mean, that's what's up if he not, but niggas been saying, like, what? Okay, interesting. Now I'm thinking about little shit like, what happened with that little boy? How you end up with a little boy fighting on the internet? Like, little things, and I'm not even alluding to that being drugs. I'm just, again, little things like that happen. And how does a little boy end up whooping your ass on the internet? I remember that going viral. Well, why did that happen? Shannon should have asked him about that. But little things like that, it's like that. Those could be considered, could be seen as, actually could be rituals. These are humiliation rituals. Getting locked up every time. Yes, I understand that getting locked. They do that to rappers a lot. Getting locked up, of course, is a way of control. A lot of times they will lock these rappers in particular. When they get out of line, when they try to get some control over their music or something like that, when they step out of line, jail. Next thing you know, police and raided they damn tour bus. This is 200 pounds of damn weed on it. They found a gun on him in the airport. They pulled him over and had something in the car. It's always something. A girl talking about there's an accusation out of nowhere of a girl saying that she got SA'd in his hotel room, or she was drugged or something. Something. It's always something they get to catch them. It's always something they find a way to catch the rappers. They do this with other entertainers as well. So I'm like, I mean, yeah, you've been in jail a bunch of times, and a part of that, that's all I was about to say. I got, on the other side of that, jail could be retaliation for those that they cannot control. So yes, that could be partially why, because he could have had his uncontrollable moments, his things where his moments where he speaks out. Kanye has had similar. Kanye's had plenty of moments where he just spoke out. People wanted to call him crazy as hell when he said George Bush didn't care about black people. He wasn't supposed to say that shit. That shit was all script. And if you know anything about his tenfold body, him being in the industry and, sacrifices and rituals and things of that nature, then you'll know that he suffered some consequences from that. I ain't going to even get into it. I'm not about to go down that fucking rabbit hole. But if you know, you know. So they have, him speaking out. This ain't the first time Katt spoke out. I've heard him speak for like 15, 20 minutes, little interviews and clips. You hear him dropping gems, And so you've heard him say things like that. So I'm like, maybe those were, possibly, those could have been punishments for stepping out of line, for all we know. I know one of his last specials he had on all yellow, which is the color of submission. I know on this cover of his tour, he has all thing I said. And I think it's something with the gematria of it too. I seen the video. I think it's something with the gematria of his name, the name of the tour or something like that. I forgot, or like the dates, something like that. But yeah. So it just got me thinking, I'm like, and then even when we talking about, like, because I like the fact that he mentioned some of the young comedians. When I first watched it, I'm like, yeah, I like the fact that he mentioned some young comedians. I love that. But then I thought about it. I said, damn, who did he mention? He mentioned 6 comedians. That number is not unintentional. This is another reason you gotta hate a full body for you to pick up on all this. I hope y'all staying with me. But he named 6 comedians. He named Jess Hilarious. Okay. Jess Hilarious has been on TV for, I think, years now. Actually, she's been on a while now. She's been out a while. I think 3-4 years ago. She's been on TV years. She's not really up and coming anymore. Jess, niggas know who Jess Hilarious is. That's no shade or no nothing to Jess. I like her content. She don't need a shout out though. Like, she don't need it. There's other actual up-and-coming comedians that literally need that shout out. Who don't got access to some of these celebrities, who hasn't been on TV, who hasn't been in movies, who needs that. Jess is not one of them. She's good. She was just as fine as she was before and after that Katt Williams shout out. I promise you. She was just as good. She's still good. He named Country Wayne. Country Wayne just had a fucking special. What the fuck do he need a shout out for? Now, if you're talking about young comedians, if you just want to shout out some newer comedians, yeah, hey, shout out to Country Wayne. He had a special that came out. I'd love to see it, But that nigga has a special. You're not up and coming with the whole special. That's not up and coming. That's not new. You're not a newbie. Country Wayne, what? Carlos, Chico, DC. They just had a special on Netflix. They've been on TV for years. Literally, they've been on TV for years. National television. What the fuck do they need a shout out for? And I like them too. No shade, no tea. All the people I'm naming, I rock with their content. I think these people are very funny. They don't need shout outs. Who was the last 2? Dusty Banks. Who was the last one? Dusty Banks. Who's the last one? Is that all of them? Hold up. Desi, Jess, Country Wayne, Chico, Carlos, DC. Okay, right. That's 6 right there. Desi Banks is probably the only legit one. But even him, he's been doing stand-up for at least got to be a good 2-3 years now. Desi's probably going to be in TV. I don't know if he's been on TV, but he'll be on TV soon. That's for damn sure. He don't really need it either, to be honest. That niggas know who Desi is. Again, has he been on TV? I want to say he's been on a while now. Has he been on a while now before? I'm not sure. I can't stab that. I can't stab him being on TV. But he ain't too far. If anybody needed a shout out, maybe Desi. But the rest of them, why are you naming these people? They don't need shout outs. These people got their own shit going on by now. Like, they're good. So that raised the red flag to me. I'm like, so if you're not shouting them out because they knew, why are you shouting them out? Because what it seemed like is that you were the gatekeeper. Gatekeeper just was one of the biggest themes. What it seemed like right now is you faking like you're not a gatekeeper, but that was your stamp of approval for them to get in the gate. I don't know. Or maybe you know about the gatekeepers. You really with them. You exposing them, but you really with them. And this was your shout out. This was your dog whistle to be like, they the ones that's next. That's the way I took that with the 10-4 bonnet. But like, why else would you shout these people out? These people are established. Netflix specials, TV shows, stand-ups, stand-up specials. What the fuck do they need with a shout out? What do they need? Like, it wasn't even like it was organically in the conversation. It was because he asked them, who was some of the newer comedians. But it's like, again, if you ain't gonna name nobody that's really, even the brother Lou Young would have been a good shout out. Now, he done had his opportunities with Deion Sanders and little stuff here and there, but he's still on the come up. Lou Young's still on the come up. I don't even think I've ever seen a clip of him doing stand up. I don't even know if he's started doing stand up yet, but he's on the come up. But a person like Jeff Hilarious, even like a Drewski, he don't need no damn shout out. What? Niggas know who Drewski is. What are we talking about? This nigga got a co-sign by damn near every major celebrity in the industry. Niggas know who he is. What? These things, like, we know who he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just little things like that. When I get truths and lies, somebody said 3,000 books. Even that was a little crazy. 3,000 books was insane. But when I hear truth and lies, I see white supremacy. I'm going to just put it. That's the best way I can put it. If it ain't 100, if it's less than 100, then I can't fuck with it. Because it's probably from the hands of some white supremacists. Is all I'm saying. 10-4 bonnet is all I'm saying. Then to put the cherry on top. Y'all know who put the cherry on top for me? Y'all know who really put the cherry on top? Because I seen people like naysayers going against the whatchamacallits and can't believe they do shit. Y'all distracted. This other stuff going on. You know who put the cherry on top of me? The bottle. La Portier. What is it? La Portier? I forgot. But Shannon Sharp's bottle, his bottle of liquor, he was promoting the whole time and sitting on the table. That Katt Williams said was so good and, smooth and da-da-da. Why was his name, the name of the liquor, La Portier or something like that, translated means gatekeeper. It means what? I said it means what? It means gatekeeper. Once I heard that, I said, oh, damn. When I heard that, I said, damn, I really got food. Damn, they really got me. Y'all really got me. Do you understand that Shannon Sharp's highest view video on his page is only at 8 million views? That was Steve Harvey's intentional. That was Steve Harvey's. Katt Williams comes up there and does 40 million views in 3 days. He did 10 million in a day. You telling me he beat this man's worker 3 times over in 3 days with this one interview? And I love Katt Williams. Love the interview, like I said. But 10-4 bonnet, baby. Katt Williams got 40 million views. He broke the internet like that. Like, really sit back and think about that. When is the last time we really was talking about Katt Williams? Katt Williams ain't been in the news. He ain't did no movies. He not in no state. We ain't seen him. He come on the internet, sprinkle some truth, and 40 million views. It blows up like that. What? Just step back and logically look at that and be like, what? Do you think that 40 million views is organic, or you think that's backed by the machine? Do you think that's backed by the machine? I'm just saying. That's not common. Niggas just don't get 50 million, 40 million views on video. That's just not common. It's not common. I don't think I know any comedic interview. I don't think you could probably. He might have broke a Guinness World. He might be that might be the top most viewed video from a comedian ever on YouTube. Just that one, especially it being that length, 3 hours. What other video on YouTube? What stand up is going to top that? Ain't no stand up 3 fucking hours, even if it is a stand up. Ain't no stand-up 3 hours long that's gonna beat that. That has to be the most watched, longest video from a comedian on the fucking internet. I can't think of one unless they white and I don't know about them. But if the video that big and it's a black comedian, I'm more than likely to see it. 40 million views in 3 days. I'm just sitting here like, damn, how did I fall for this shit? Like, I mean, I fell for. I get why, because the brother was speaking that real. You know, I was wrapped up. I was happy because I rock with Katt, and he's, you know, exposing the truth about some of these other people that bitch shit. Yes, but also, damn, wow, interesting. This is very interesting that it's still looking blurry over here. It's supposed to be clear. You speaking all this truth to power shit, certain shit is supposed to be clear. Everything ain't clear. Some just still look a little questionable. And if I got to question it, I got to check in the white supremacy, at least for the time being. But at least till I can actually trust it. Because I won't be the one. I thought I might be getting food every 5 minutes. Anybody keep going up and going, no. You got a couple chances for me to see some red flags, and I've seen enough. I'm like, I ain't really rocking with it no more. I was really about to get up here and be geeked and go in and defend Katt against some of these people and like, oh, he's such a da-da-da-da. Like that was such a, well, you know, like he's a comedic genius, and he's still valid in those aspects. He still is a comedic genius. Still one of the funniest comedians to ever do. He's one of the funniest comedians ever, in my opinion. He's one of the funniest comedians, literally living or dead. He's in the top 10. I think he's in the top 10 permanent. He's up there. In my personal opinion, I'm not taking that away from niggas. Still funny. He exposed a lot of truth. I like that. But for me to sit up here and applaud and just and be like, oh my gosh, I can't do that because I'm questioning other things. Like even with Shannon Sharpe, it's funny. Like you let him go in about the black men wearing dresses and like. Even you let the Chris Tucker being on Epstein Island list, you let that little comment get off and kept it on. It didn't even edit the shit out. But I'm like, how you take how you let all this get off, but you don't touch on how he promoted pimp culture? And my brother said, yeah, you know, he's like, yeah, he out here talking about acting like he's all self-righteous because the nigga ain't wearing a dress. This is my brother saying he ain't wearing a dress, but nigga, you a pimp. I was like, yeah, but he a comedian pimp. He's like, nigga, he's a pimp. I said, what? He said, nigga, that nigga's been to the players' ball. He's a pimp. Like, niggas knew he was known as a pimp. That was his whole persona, his demeanor. That's what he wanted to be known for, was a pimp. And now you about to sit up and act like you so self-righteous because you ain't put on a motherfucking dress? I mean, I'm glad you did it. But look what you did do. Let's not skip over that. We about to just run past that. We ain't about to act like that shit didn't matter. That was egregious. That was not pro-black of you at all to do. That was not on code at all for you to do. Your brain was no morally better than his. So what puts you on this moral high ground to chastise all these men and say you did it, but you're not pointing the finger back at you? But you know what? They wrong as shit. You know what? I was wrong as shit for doing such and such and such because while they was doing that, nigga, I was doing this. And what they was doing was outrageous, but what the fuck I was doing was egregious as well. This was crazy. This was egregious. So yeah, you know, it's hard for me to look at that interview now. That's why I'm like, I'm probably not going to even watch his other interview he got on. He just had, because like, honestly, I don't really care that much no more. This shit is a distraction. I'm being real. I mean, if you're going to be distracted by something, I think that's one of the better things to be distracted by. But I mean, if we just being honest, it kind of is. Like, what the fuck? They just found 200 bodies in Mississippi. We about to get into it. And niggas is talking about who stole whose joke. I'm just saying, they saying there's aliens in Miami. Nigga, what the fuck? Aliens in Miami. And niggas is talking about who told who to wear a dress. You know, so, and I don't want to belittle that, because I'm not going to be, again, I done seen some of these niggas come out like, oh, what he said doesn't matter. And I don't think what he says didn't matter, because it did matter. And it was truth. He exposed. And a lot of what he said. Okay. And people need to hear it. Certain parts of what he said, but also, you know, that's funny that this so happens to go super viral while all of these other things are going on as well, you know, and it just so happens to trump what's going on. You know, this is the number one thing we seeing. And although, again, it's not a bad thing, this ain't no, you know, some bullshit we watching. This is still stuff that people need to know. especially our people. They really need to know it, especially black men. They really need to know it, absolutely. But at the same time, so that's why I can't. That's what really did it for me overall, is the duality within the interview. I was not feeling some of the holes, man. I can't get with that. I can't get with questionability. Not with him being in the game so long. He was a newer comedian, but Katt has been in the game too long. If by now I can't tell if you solid or you not, I just can't fuck with you. I can't go down that road. Because I'm not about to test the waters. You've been in this game too long. You know how to play it. What did he say? He said himself, the number one job of a person who sells their soul is to act like they didn't sell it. What better persona would be there to have to act like you didn't sell your soul than to go against it? How the hell I'm going to sell my soul against something I'm exposing y'all? I'm telling y'all what's going on. How I'm going to be part of what? You absolutely can be part of it. But a lot of people would assume that you're not just because you are exposing it. A lot of people wouldn't, because you've been through things that those people that you was going against haven't been through. So a lot of it just on a surface level just looks legit. It looks like you legit. But if you look just a little bit closer, you're like, well, some of this stuff is a little off. Some of this stuff, it seemed like you would only really know if you was there to see it. If you was there, maybe participating in it. And even if you wasn't participating in it, nigga, you saw it and you still stayed in the industry. You ain't moved to Africa like Dave Chappelle. And Dave Chappelle came back. All right. But still, you've been in this game a long time. So you the things of things. It's like, I don't know. I ain't really rocking. I don't know. Corey Holcomb, I'm excited. I think he's supposed to go live tonight Tuesday. Hopefully he does go live. He's probably the main person I'm looking for a response from. I kind of want to hear, because in my opinion, Corey Holcomb is a solid dude. He don't give me that. Now he does do what Katt do in a sense of like exposing. A lot of stuff that Katt Williams said, Corey has said 10 times over. Dead ass. Like he said some of that shit verbatim. But even if it wasn't verbatim, he said it like similarly. He said similar things, like for sure. So I already know some of the shit Corey gonna say he's going to back at. I already know some of the stuff he's gonna say, he's going to validate what Katt was saying. If he do talk about it, which I'm sure he is. But people like him is less questionable because he's on the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? Even though you can still have you got, again, controlled opposition. It's those on the outskirts that ain't all thorough either. But he is on the outskirts. I ain't really seen him in nothing mainstream. He hasn't been in anything, in the realm of anything mainstream for real in the last few years. To be honest, I think he was in that Adult Swim movie or some shit like that, and he talks about stuff like that. So I don't know, but he seemed like he's not, indulging in industry things, to say the least. But yeah, I'm not, I don't know. I can't question it. You said Katt exposed the gay Hollywood parties on his first special. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not, because Katt has been exposed them, but this is what I'm saying. People do that. They have white supremacy plays both sides. Freemasonry, however you want to word it. It's all under the same umbrella of white supremacy. That's why I just bring it back to that. I'm not surprised. Katt has been exposing truth. This is my first time seeing Katt say some real shit. This is my first time seeing him say some real shit for this long and say this much of it. I'm not surprised. He probably did put in his first, but I don't remember that, but I'm sure he did. Actually, no, I think I remember that joke. I think I know what joke you're talking about, but yeah, I'm not surprised. He's been spreading truth. But again, you cannot spread truth and still make it in these Hollywood streets. It's just not happening. You can't say some of the shit he just said and still be, successful in certain ways in the industry. It's just not going to happen. Katt has still found success in more ways than others that it's exposed truth. I'm just saying. He's found success. He's found more mainstream success than others. Not saying he had the most, or he had as much as a Steve Harvey or a Cedric or anything like that, but he's had some. And even to get that some, it take a little bit of something to get that some. So I'm not denying the fact that he exposed truth. He absolutely does. I agree with majority of what I heard. I would say 100%, but I can't remember every single thing he said, so I ain't gonna be dumb enough to say 100%. But the majority of what I can remember, I agree with. And I'm 100% certain it's truth and factual and can't be proven. Some of it has already been proven. Shout out to the internet receipts. But that's not the point. The point is, are you exposing some of the truth or the whole truth? Because those that just expose some usually participate in some of the bullshit. That's why they're not exposing the whole truth. Because what other reason would you have to not expose the whole truth? Why would you not expose the whole truth? If something is wicked, even a small part of it, you should probably look at the rest of it because wickedness spreads. It's like a virus. It's probably just spread to another part of that, whatever you're trying to expose as well. So it's like, if you ain't doing the whole thing, then baby, I got to look at you twice. I'm just saying. If you ain't gonna talk about your own part in the destruction of the black male image or the black woman's image or black people's image in general, then why the hell do we, you know what I'm saying? Why am I about to, I can't sit here and hop on this bandwagon like, oh yeah, you're just this self-righteous almighty, you're so right. It's like, no, it's like, damn, you right, bro, but yeah, you got some shit you need to check too. You got other things going on. Then I've been talking about this for 50 minutes. This is gorgeous, outrage, everything between. I didn't get to talk about anything else. Wow, that is crazy. I didn't even get to Jonathan Major shit. We almost an hour. I did nothing else when we talking about this for that. That's what it got. That's crazy. That's the thing. I ain't gonna hold you. But y'all know I stay with the 10-foot bonnet on, man. I can't let the 10-foot bonnet go for nobody. I'm sorry. I gotta analyze, man. I can't just you know how badly I wanted to just love that interview and get up here and just praise how good that interview was and just give that man some props and just, oh my God, and go on everybody who responded, who was on some BS. Do you know how badly I wanted to do that? You know how crushed I was when I felt how dumb, like how, I just wanted to come out of my body. I can't believe I didn't see this when I first watched it. I got conservatives over here telling me I'm wrong. Usually I'm able to argue back with conservatives, you know, because they be on point with some things, but some of the shit they get into will be like get a little coonish, you know, get a little anti-black. I can't fuck with it, you know what I'm saying? Coonish Owens, you know, etc. etc. So I got, you know, but when I looked at what it was a conservative brothers page specifically, I think it was matter of fact, I give him a shout out. He is Blanchard, I forgot. But I seen a video he posted. It wasn't even his video, it was actually somebody else's video he was commenting on. But when I seen him post that video, I said, damn, this makes sense. And it's crazy because up until the point where he talked about the bottle meaning gatekeeper, I was like kind of arguing back, like, what do you mean? Like, like I'm still, but once he said that fucking bottle meant gatekeeper, everything went out the window. I said, oh wow, this is it. No, this is not. I can't argue. I can't argue with that. I literally can't argue with that. Now that is just simply too easy to point out for me to just sit here and act like this is what it is. This ain't what it is. This ain't exactly what they trying to make it out to be. This is crazy. This is white supremacy. I can't believe they got my ass. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. That me. I gotta wait to react to this. I have to wait because I gotta get my damn thoughts together. Like it's mine. Crazy. Blown. This is outrage, egregious, everything between. Like for real. Why haven't we heard from Professor Oakley since 2006? Professor Oakley, what you talking about? YouTube and Shannon been sold out. They own YouTube. Yeah, that's what y'all know. Shannon used to be on Fox. He used to be on Fox or ESPN. Shannon was on mainstream. That's another thing too. I'm like, how didn't I see that? Shannon was on mainstream. Shannon is still mainstream. He's a part of the gatekeeper. He's with them. That's why his ass in those little parts he was getting uncomfortable and laughing and just trying to. Yes, I like the fact the way he did the interview was letting him get off. A lot of that was because he couldn't comment on it. He can't say they didn't give him permission to go out here and expose these niggas and did. No, you can't do that. That nigga knew he couldn't get up there and be talking about them Negroes the way he agreed or even slightly even validate some of the stuff he was saying because he couldn't. That's not what that's out of line. He gonna get the lashes for that. He couldn't do that. That Negro is still mainstream. He's on YouTube, but he's still mainstream. Don't play. He's still mainstream. So even the fact that he chose somebody who's still technically mainstream, like a Shannon Sharp, like why the fuck would you give 50 million views to Shannon Sharp instead of Corey Holcomb? Corey Holcomb could have used that interview. Honestly, I think if it would have Corey Holcomb, it wouldn't have went It wouldn't have went as viral if it would have, as it would have, because Corey's not backed by the machine. I don't think it would have went as viral if it would have. But why not go to somebody on a more of a grassroots level, who's connected more to the roots, like a Corey Oldham, instead of Shannon Sharpe, who's been on mainstream media and just now coming to YouTube, and he don't need a shout out. Again, he didn't need the views. He didn't need that interview. You think that people, when they saw that interview, when they saw the shit he was saying in that interview, all the names that he dropped, y'all think that they didn't have an inkling that video was going to go viral? Nigga, they knew. They knew that joint was going to do numbers, for sure. For sure. Honestly, anything with Katt Williams on it is going to do kind of well, because Katt Williams is hilarious. All you got to do is put him in the right position, put him in the right predicament, and give him something good to talk about. You're going to get some good content off it regardless. So why go to even, I'm looking at Katt like, why would you even go to Shannon Sharpe out of all people? For what? Why not go to somebody who's more connected to the grassroots? Shit, even Tariq's show would have been better. Why you not? Tariq could have used 50 million views. Or Corey, me, you could have came on my show, Katt. Shit, you could have came up in and said what you had to say. I'm gonna let you get that shit all do. I'm just like, you never gave it back. Oh my God, bro, you lost the phone. You get me up.
That's live. What's up, live? Hey.
But yeah, you definitely never get back though. You could have came here, okay? I'm just saying. So yeah, it just seemed to like looking at these different details now. It's too many different aspects that's questionable. That's like not. I can't stamp you as thorough. I can't stamp you as 100. I can stamp you as I appreciate. I can't even stamp you. I can say I appreciate I appreciate the truth he spoke, and that's all I can give him. I can't even. What's good, brother? Be safe. He already walked up the road. That's funny as hell. Katt's interview was probably more memeable than Corey's, though. No, I mean having Katt on Corey's show. Corey Holcomb has his own show. He could have came on Corey's show. Not Corey going on Shannon's show. I'm talking about Katt Williams knowing that he brings that value to the table, knowing that he brings views. It's like a Charleston White. Charleston White, no, like that nigga goes viral wherever he goes. You put him on anything, he's going to go viral. Or some of his clips is going to be taken and reposted. It's going to get views stamped, no matter what the platform is. You can have 1,000 fucking subscribers. You put Charleston White on your damn show, your YouTube, your numbers is going up. Stamp. Like that's for sure. That's what he has value at. Katt Williams has a similar value. That's what I'm saying. I've heard him speaking. Everybody, I'm sure some of y'all have seen some of the clips of Katt's interviews at some point, whether it was him going on that girl. That one alone got hell of views. Millions of probably damn near billions with counting everybody that has reposted it. Different platforms reposting it. But even I'm talking about even little interviews of him talking about he's talked about black men wearing dresses before. He's talked about the industry going against him. He's talked about getting locked up. You know, like little things. He's talked about real and exposed truth in different settings. You know, and it's done well, or it's gotten attention. So it's like if you know you hold that, why not go to the place where you know could use that help? You stepping. It's like why are you stepping this? Clearly he's a gatekeeper if that's what he named his liquor. That's what he named his liquor, right? Gatekeeper. I'm just saying. So allegedly, what it looks like is that he is part of the gang. He's a part of the go along to get along. Okay. Why would you stamp this platform that's that might even possibly part of the go along, get along? Why would you stamp this platform as a truth space? Why not stamp a platform where you know they don't have any ties, no connections to these people that you are exposing to the powers that be, to, you know, and they really are connected to the grassroots, and they could use the views, they could use the people, the traction coming to their channel just for people to come see you. Why not go somewhere like that? If you really not with who you say you not with. I'm just saying. He's a wild guy. Yeah, he is wild. But I appreciate the truth he spoke to. I appreciate his honesty. Let me say that. He do be saying some wild shit though, for sure. Kevin was kind of dangerous. Gay is extreme, but I think he was misogynist. No, Kevin, you talking about Kevin Sanders? He definitely was no gay. He was not gay. Was not gay. Well, at least from I don't think he was gay. I can't say he definitely wasn't. I ain't know that man. Who knows? I don't know what he liked in the bedroom, but I don't think he was. And he didn't say he was, so I don't believe that. Corey called. Yeah, he did. I know. I seen that. I didn't like that either. He speaks well of him now, but he did say he still says actually he think he was fruit booty something, whatever the hell he be saying. But and I don't agree with that, but still, you know. I know you like Kevin. Yes, I love Kevin. That's my ass. Shout out to that. To the well, he the ancestor. I mean, yeah, he with the ancestor now. So shout out to him though. Here's that video. Shannon walking in the airport with that little dog. He feminine as hell. Yeah, and then I seen a bunch of pictures of him in the pub with holding this. If y'all know that's Freemasonry right there. Come on. He got a bunch of pictures with him up there. A bunch of pictures of him posing like that, and yeah, I ain't surprised. Been on mainstream sports media for well over a decade now. Wow, for well over a decade, and you go give 50 million views to a nigga that's been on mainstream media for over a decade. That's questionable. How are we not going to act like that's not questionable? How are we going to act like that's not, baby, that's questionable. That's weird. You knew, I didn't even know that. I know damn sure Katt knew that. Katt knew that before he went on his show. How in the hell do you go on somebody's show who don't even need, nah. No, that seems like it's planned. That seems like it's intentional. That seemed like you was told to go to the right, to that platform. And that pimp coach he promoted is deaf. It was. Steve Harvey claimed he didn't want to be a movie star, but he tried to steal Bernie Mac's role in Ocean. He did say that. That's what he exposed a lot of truth. You know, except for Bonnet. I ain't going to say that. But R.I.P. to Bernie Mac. I know. I'm just saying I got some suspicions. Around his death. If you know, you know. But I do like the fact that he shouted out Bernie Mac and named him the real king of comedy, which he was. Shout out to that brother. Bernie Mac was hilarious. He is hilarious, like for real. That man was the epitome of funny. So yeah, rightfully so. He was the king of comedy, and yeah, Steve Harvey was clearly hating on that nigga for sure. I can't believe he actually called up there trying to steal that man's job. That's outrageous. I heard that story before Katt said it, but that's still outrageous. How do you call up somebody and steal your friend's job? Even if it's your friend, a man you working with job, like you have no integrity. You are a coward. You are a backstabber. You are the lowest of the low. You are grimy. That's just egregious. So he deserved everything he got coming to him if he really treated, you know what I'm saying, try to do my man's Bernie Mac like that. That's just karma for you right now. What Katt is doing is straight up karma. To be real, because you should have been got exposed. That fake ass toupee he got on. That's outrageous, egregious, everything was doing. Shout out to Katt for that too. That little box check, it was a little perfect. You know, I was watching reruns of Steve Harvey show like not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, and I'm just thinking back like, damn, this shit was hella. I don't even think he had a fade. Did he have a fade on the side? I don't even know. I feel like that shit was a little, even in the front. I'm like, nah, that shit probably was a damn toupee. That shit was a wig. It was a wig, wasn't it? It was a wig. It probably was. It probably was. You going to be in the 5150 chat? Yeah, I'm going to be in the. I'm probably going to watch. I'm probably going to tune in for that because I'm really curious with what Corey got to say. I'm really curious. But this year, that's what I'm saying. Like, we got to be very careful because this is how they're starting the year. It's going to be many more people that come out that's going to be in similar situations. And it's going to be hard to tell whether they real or they fake. And I'm just going to tell you right now, if you can't tell if they real or not, just assume they fake. Because we ain't got to watch our feet. She got one deal. Oh, okay. If you can't clearly see if they real, just assume they fake, man. Because I'm not about to keep guessing. I'm not about to sit here and keep saying, well, he said this, but he did this, but he said this, but he did. And it's like, no. And you know, I want to bring it full scope because we are human beings. We do make mistakes. Like there's a clip of Dave Chappelle wearing like a bra, like wearing like a, I mean, it's I'm not gonna say it's a dress, but it's women's clothing. He got on lipstick and hoop earrings, and he's with what's that suspected white supremacist name? I forgot. I don't really rock with him though. What's that dude name? The white man, black hair. He got a radio show. What's the dude name? Shit, let me see if I can find the clip. What's the dude name? Hold up, y'all know who I'm talking about. Somebody say his name. Somebody say his name before I find this clip. I know that somebody knows what it is, what his name is. Hold up. What is his name? What's his name, y'all? What's the dude name? Howard Stern. There we go. Howard Stern. So yeah, it's a clip of him on Howard Stern's radio show, and I don't know, I think they're doing some sort of skit. He's tied up. Again, lipstick, earrings. He got like fake titties, big ass fake titties, and it's a bad look. So everybody's like, oh, he was lying. They wanted him to put on a dress. He would have put on a dress because he did it before. He didn't really leave because of that. He lying. I'm like, in that clip, I think he's only like early. I don't even know if he's 20 in that clip. He's early. He's like young. He got to be very early 20s or like 18, 19. He's like, that got to be when he first came in the game. He looks extremely young. Even the quality of the video, it's like he had to be hella young. Okay. So he could have just had a change in heart. At first, when you first come in the game, who's Howard Stern is Uish. I think I knew that. But when you first come in the game, and this is the problem with some of the younger comedians nowadays as well, especially because it seems like you can get it much easier than the older comedians because you got the internet. But when you try to flip over to the mainstream, you're still dealing with the same things. But a lot of them don't see it, what I'm saying, that way, because they get it on their own through the internet first, and then they'll find out till later on. But when you're young, in the game, in any game, really, really, not even just comedy, but just as an entertainer, period, you tend to be very hungry, very ambitious, very, you're just hungry. You're trying to get whatever work you can get, so you can build your name up, you can build your resume up, you can build your experience up, you can sharpen your skills, etc., etc., etc. So when you first coming out of the game, you might not feel as strongly about wearing a dress. You might not think it's that big. Oh, this is just a form of comedy. It's a form of expression of comedy. It's not a big video. I'm just getting this dress. It's funny. Or I'm acting like a girl. It's not that. Who cares? It's not a big video. I'm just acting like a girl. I'm just doing this. I'm just putting this persona. It's not really me. Who cares? I'm just doing this. I'm about to get paid $300 or $1,000 or $1,500, whatever the case, for this little role. And this going, this is how I'm about to eat for the night. Or this is what I need to make rent or make my car payment. Nigga, I'm about to do this little role and then whatever. Who cares? Or I'm about to do this little thing to get this. To get in a room with this person, or so they can see this video, whatever the purpose may be. But maybe at the time you truly don't see the problem with what you're doing. Even if it's not just wearing a dress, maybe it's you playing a pimp. Maybe it's you playing one of these wild ass stereotypical caricatures of black men, one of these fake ass thugs, crazy thugs who's hyper masculine and womanized and all this other shit. Maybe you don't see the big deal in that at the moment. But then you get a little experience, you gain a little more knowledge and more wisdom, and by the time you get a few years into the game, and you looking back at some of the shit you did and cringing. You don't even want to. You wish you could wipe it off the face of the earth. You wish you couldn't even, nobody could see it no more, because you realize now that what you did then was inappropriate or a bad look for our people or emasculated or whatever the case may be. Now you can look back at it and genuinely realize, like, okay, wow, I would never do that again because such and such and such. So I will give Dave Chappelle grace in that, because maybe he did feel that way looking back at his earlier roles, and that's why he left the $50 million on the table. That was part of the reason why he was adamant on not wearing that damn dress and leaving that $50 million on the table. Okay, so I will get out to him. He had a later realization of the wrongness that he was indulging in. Okay. We can give people room to grow. We can give people room for grace. All right. I'm not saying that people can't change or people can't genuinely have changes in perspectives. Okay. And evolve, because that's not true. That wouldn't be right. Okay. It wouldn't be fair. All right. And again, because a lot of these young comedians really don't realize. I know it's a comedian I'm thinking of in particular. I know one time, I'm not going to say who he is because he's a local comedian. He's a DMV comedian, but I still follow him, He actually came into my job not too long ago. I spoke to him. I was like, hey, what's up? He cool. But I remember a few years ago, he dropped a skit and he was wearing a dress. And I was like, why the fuck is he wearing a dress? He had on like a dress and like a wig or something. Why the fuck is he wearing a dress? For the skit. And mind you, this is a skit for the internet. This is for free, nigga. You ain't even getting millions of dollars. You ain't getting fame and fortune. This is for free, for something that might not even do well. Okay. And he got on like a dress, or maybe it wasn't a dress, but it was something feminine, like a woman's shirt. I'm not going to say a dress specifically, but I believe it was a dress, if I remember correctly. I believe it was. But I know I commented on it. I'm like, yo, like, bro, this is a bad lesson. Nah, bro. I remember saying something slight. It was like, nah, man, this ain't it. You know, like you got sons. I think he got a son or like children or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I seen this. I seen he had a son. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you got sons. Like this ain't a good look. Like no. And he commented back and was like going on my ass like, you ain't getting. I mean, it's just comedy. What you mean? Hella comedians that got paid for doing it before. Like he said something along the lines of that, and then all the replies out there, everybody going on my ass. Oh, nah, you hating this doing funny as shit. You tripping. Couple people like, yeah, he wilding. You tripping. Couple people agreeing with me, but for the most part, people trying to back him up. Nah, this shit funny. You did a couple years later. I ain't seen him put on no dresses. Not recently. I can't name one time I ain't seen him put on dresses within the last, I can say at least a year, maybe two. I haven't seen him put on no dresses. And his platform has grown a little bit. He's done more stand-ups and things like that. I ain't seen him put on a dress though. I wonder why. And he still, yes, he does have a son. I wonder why though. Did he finally get that wake-up call that, hey, this shit really ain't for, damn, this really not, this is a bad look. Wow, this is demasculating. This is wow. I don't think I would want my son to see me like this. I don't think I would want him in a similar predicament. I don't think this is a good look for us. Why do we even need to make this funny? Why is me in a dress funny? Why I'm a grown-ass man, Maybe he started to have some of them thoughts start to download. Maybe he had some experiences with men because some of these celebrities learn the hard way when it comes to that shit too. Putting on that feminine persona. You got, what's the young brother name? He be doing the girl Tabanya, on TikTok or whatever. He does like a character. He's a non-FBA brother though. This dude, he's a non-FBA. I forgot what his name is. But he was doing this character so well. He does this character so well. It's people, and really, moreover, women, who's trying to put this persona on him permanently, like as a person. Now everybody calling him gay. Oh, he's feminine. Even when he make videos where he's just talking regular. Oh, that was so feminine. Oh, Tobias, she's stepping out. She kind of creeping out, ain't she? Oh, you wanted to roll your eyes. Oh, I know you wanted to shake your hips when that happened. It got to a point where the brother made a video. He was crying. The brother was crying. And mind you, again, he's just on TikTok, nigga. This is not mainstream. This is TikTok. He getting paid for ads and collaborations and shit. Like, nigga ain't making that much money off this. Okay? He gets up on the internet. Oh, y'all won't let me be myself. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, like, I don't even want to do the girl character no more because y'all don't want me to be myself. Like, I'm not gay. I keep telling y'all I'm not gay. I'm not a girl. I don't want to be a girl. I'm a guy. I'm da-da-da. Had that brother up there crying. This young brother came more than about 22. He was young. But he had to learn the hard way. He probably had a lot of brothers meet, a lot of influences he linked up with. A lot of them probably tried him in person thinking he was sweet or soft because he dressed up as a girl. He probably had a lot of girls he may have thought was cute, diss his ass or like, reject him because no, you're too feminine. I don't want my boyfriend dressing him as a girl. What the fuck? I'm not doing no video with you as a girl. Man, you tripping. What? You can't protect me dressing like Tabanya. Tabanya can't protect me. I don't want you. So he probably realized that the hard way, like, wow, it's a lot that comes with doing this role. Like, damn, I didn't realize it was going to be that much. I didn't realize my whole life was really going to be affected off this one thing that I'm making money off of from the internet. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I thought it was just a joke. Nope. Jokes have a lot of different effects. Can have a lot of different effects. Right? Exposing truth is one of them. Right? Yeah. So, yeah, man, this is how we reach everything between. I don't know if y'all have watched the Katt Williams interview yet. If you haven't, where have you been? You're living under a damn shell, aren't you? At least if you haven't seen most of the clips for it. It's a 2-hour interview. I wouldn't say you have to go and watch the whole thing. If you really want to get the gist of it, I wouldn't go through the whole thing. And they don't need to watch the whole 2 hours. Some of the stuff he repeated a couple times, but it was cool. I would say just don't get too wrapped up in it, because again, I appreciate it for what it was, but I'm not about it. Don't get wrapped up in it. Don't let the next 3-4 days of your life become like me just looking at the shit from Katt Williams' interview. You know what I'm saying? Or like responses and stuff. Like, don't, even though that wasn't me, but that I did get wrapped up in it though. That was the only thing I looked at, but I looked at it more than what I would like have known what I know now. So yeah, just be careful. Don't let these white supremacists fool you, man. These people are very intelligent and very intentional. And they plan ahead. Trust me. And they plan on both sides. They don't just plan on one side. These people, it's not like they're just a big boogeyman and they're so wrong and they do these sacrifices and blood rituals and all types of shit. They're just this scary group. It's like, no, they play both sides for real. Like for real. Like they're both sides. Like for real. They're the good too. They're the good side too. They're the good side exposing truth and out here making higher vibrational music and not and seemingly not promoting certain agendas and certain propaganda and stuff like that. Yeah, they play both sides for real. So if you ain't gonna get nothing from that damn interview, please get that. That is definitely two sides of white supremacy, Freemasonry, however you want to look at it. But we're gonna bring it back to white supremacy because that's ultimately what it is. Anyways, man, yep, I wanted to talk about other things. Should I get into Jonathan Majors? I've been on here for a minute, though. It's an hour. I'm going on an hour and 15. Y'all want to hear me talk about Jonathan Majors right quick before I get up off here? I was going to talk about Mississippi, but now I feel like I shouldn't even. I said the back end of it live. I feel like I'm disrespecting the topic. Even talking about the 215 bodies found in Mississippi. I'm waiting to talk about that on my next live. It's all right. I'm about to erase that from the damn, actually, from the, I'm about to erase that from the title. I'm already live. I gotta do it on YouTube. Change that. Should I keep going? We love you. Thank you so much. I love y'all too. Oh my god. Yeah, but they will fair warning. Say they will fund the war and then say we need to stop it. Nigga, come on, Lord Jesus, outrage everything between. All right. Should I talk about Jonathan Majors? Come on, for real. I need at least 3 yeses before I get about it. Or I'm getting about it. There's 50 people in here. 3 of y'all can say yes. Okay, well, no, whichever. I need 3 responses. I only get 1. And I'm waiting on y'all. I'm gonna give y'all till it hit 117. It say 116. We got 30 seconds. Your yes don't count, Samuel. You already said yes. That don't count. Okay, you only get 1 yes. Okay, don't be trying to trick me. I see a little orange bubble. You too obvious. Yes. All right, there's 2 yeses. Keep going. Oh, okay, all right, that's 3. All right, that's 3. Oh, Lord, you got to change the whole thumbnail. Oh, damn, I do got to change the whole thumbnail. Shit. I ain't think about that. That's true. Great. All right, let's do it. I will change. I'll change the thumbnail later. I'm sorry. Because I got to change the title, too. So, apparently, Jonathan Majors is... look at my background, y'all. OMG. We need to change that. Okay. We don't need that. Apparently Jonathan Majors, he did his first interview since his whole debacle with the white woman, that crazy ass white woman he was running for his life from on that surveillance cam, on the surveillance footage. He was on what is this, Good Morning America? I think this is Good Morning America. He did an interview up there for the first time. I'm not about to go through the whole interview. I did not watch the interview. So sorry. I'm not watching it, to be honest. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it because of this one clip here. Now, he's going viral because it's this comment he said. Now, before I even play this video, let me just give y'all a little context. Even though you really don't need it for it to still hit, but I'm going to give it to you anyways. During the trial, we found out there was text messages that were leaked. And there was a voice message specifically, or a video. The audio to a video was leaked. In this audio message, or in this audio, this footage or whatever, because it's both of them in the same room talking, you can hear Jonathan talking to his white, yes, I said white, snow bunny, snowflake, snow angel, white woman. You can hear him say loudly and proudly, I need you to be a Corretta or a Michelle Obama to my program. I need you to get on board, and I need a woman who's going to support me so I can do the best that I can for our family. I need you, he said verbatim, to be a Corretta Scott King or a Michelle Obama. I lied to you not. I know. It's egregious, outrageous, everything. He said this to a white woman, y'all. A white woman. Yes. Here we are now after trial. He has been found guilty on, I think, 3 counts, if I'm not mistaken. We're awaiting his sentencing. We don't know what's going to come from that. I don't think he's going to get any jail time. Help not, I doubt it. But so now we're after the trial. He's already been found guilty. Now he's with Megan Good, a black woman. Throughout this ordeal, this trial, for the most part, not for the most part, for about the last 2-3 months, like the last 3 months, Megan has been publicly with him. Okay, from what we see. She's been showing up to his court dates. She hasn't spoken out publicly about his situation or anything. He hasn't said anything about her publicly either. This is the first time him saying something, but she's been with him. So from our knowledge and for what they tell us, they've been together since for about 3 months. Okay. Now listen to this clip right here. This is why I'm not going to waste my time watching the rest of that interview. Watch this.
Major's new girlfriend, actress Megan Good, has remained by his side, even present for our interview. How would you describe your relationship?
Well, she's an angel. She's held me down like a Corretta, you know? I'm so blessed to have her, you know? The relationship is still fresh, but, you know, I think I found her. Babe.
Oh my God. Jonathan, you have got to be kidding me. Are you being for real right now? Jonathan. First, you're going to tell this white woman that she need to be your Corretta. Here's what's tripping me up. Here's why I cannot watch this bullshit interview. Here's why. That clip right there gave me disingenuous. Just that clip right there tells me he going back to white woman at some point. Just that clip right there tells me that him and Megan probably ain't together. This is probably some industry shit to help his image and to help hers because she benefited from all the publicity as well. Here's why I cannot waste my time in that interview. If you knew months ago when you was with this wicked ass, toxic, abusive fucking white woman that you needed a Corretta Scott King or Michelle Obama, if you knew you needed one of them then, why the fuck would you stay with this white woman and try to make her into one rather than just going to go get you a black woman who's already one or knows how to be one? That's what the interviewer should have said. Oh, she treated you like Corretta. Well, that's crazy that you said that. Because you told the white woman you needed 1 month ago. Why didn't you been given? You could have been dropped the snow bunny. You could have been dropped this time. You talk about a white woman you was running from in the middle of the street, sir. We're not talking about just a snow bunny. You was just in a regular relationship with. This is regular. Y'all just broke up for whatever. This white woman took you to trial. This white woman lied to the world, acting like you was just this abuser and she's the victim and she didn't know what happened and my hand was hurting, my thumb was fucked up and you knew then that you needed a Corretta. You knew then that you needed a black woman, but you wait till you get into the depths of hell. You wait until you get into the depths of hell with the white supremacists. And then decide to call on a black woman. What the hell is this in my background? What is that? I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. What is this? What background is that? What is happening? Okay, right. I don't need a background. What's happening? I don't know what them leaves were. That was outrageous. I didn't even see that. That's outrageous. How do you expect me to sit here and feel bad for you? Or act like what you're saying is so genuine, you're so genuinely in love with Megan. What it looks like is you're just using her ass to get back in the good graces of black people because we're the main people that supported your ass. Even though you done did something to get up in the Hollywood streets, because you did blow up out of nowhere. I'm just saying. You blew up out of fucking nowhere. I'm just saying. And Katt Williams made a very good point when he talked about to make you sexiest man sexiest man alive. I think they made him sexiest man alive last year. I said, damn, when Katt Williams said that, I said, damn, that's a good point. Big jaw, big nose. I mean, Jonathan, I actually think I find him attractive. I think Jonathan Majors is a good looking man, especially with the body. That brother look good. I ain't gonna hold you. But I'm like, damn, he make a good point. When the fuck did they start pedestalizing brothers that look like him? It's kind of true. I'm like, outside of the big jaw, because you know Michael B. Jordan kind of got like a big jaw. He got like a wide nose, but he still, I don't know, kind of fits the script. You know, Jonathan Majors, I kind of see what he talking. I'm like, damn, how did he get? Interesting. And he was in Creed, and he was in a Marvel movie. He was in that hit show on TV. He did a couple things. What did he do before that? Where did this nigga come from? So I know he didn't, you know. But get him with Meg. That's a good look for your, that's a good PR move. That's what that is. That's a good PR move. That's good for the brand. You with a woman. Man, any man in court look better with a woman on his arm. Number one, no matter what you there for, you look better with a woman on your arm. To be honest, you look like more of a solid dude with a woman on your arm, especially a good-looking woman and a woman that's seen in a good light, like Megan Good. For the most part, she's like an all-star in NBA community. She's she's an NBA all-star, to be honest. So you already knew once we seen you with Megan, it was going to be a connect for one black woman because black women rock with Megan Good. We grew up with Megan Good. We grew up saying, "Oh my God, she's so pretty. We want to look like her. We want to, we grew up. We knew that was the one. That was the girl that a lot of brothers wanted to. She was like one of the it girls growing up, And brothers love Megan because again, Megan looks good. So niggas have been on Megan line since she was a teenager. We being real, or like early 20s. Soon as she got 18, she been in the industry a long time. So it's a good look to have her on your arm. But the way that little clip was just so it just gave me he was acting, even the way he was saying it, like even the way that she looking. Look the way she looking right here. It's just giving me concerned, a strong, solid black woman. Like it's selling it a little too hard. Like why are y'all showing her in the middle of this interview looking concerned? Like, oh my gosh, babe, yes, I'm here for you, babe. Like, yes, like we're together, we're one, we're a unit. These niggas is actors. Like, I think a lot of us forget these people are actors. Some of these people won awards. These people can act. They can pretend. They can play pretend very well. Except for a bonnet, I'm just saying. They can play pretend very well.
She's held me down like...
Look at that smile. Come on, y'all.
She's held me down like...
You see that smile right there? That smile right there tells me, like, I don't really know what to say about this bride. I barely even know this chick, but I got to make it look like we really rock with each other. So she held me down like Corretta. Yeah. And I'm going to bring back up Corretta because I got to make it seem like, now I really got a Corretta because since I got a black woman, like, hey, y'all, wink, wink. I'm really down for the cause now, y'all. Got a black woman. Look, I got a real Corretta, y'all. It's like, man, I'm not falling for this shit, bro. This is giving Hollyweird. Oh, this got Hollyweird written all over it. I'm not right. Then just to come to find out, Jonathan Majors, he got dropped from Marvel, but he got signed from DC. Signed to DC. White supremacy plays both sides. Oh my God. That's what I need to name this stream. I need to name this stream. White supremacy plays both sides. Because whites, if they ain't gonna do nothing, these other lovers is gonna play both sides. What? He get dropped from Marvel to go to DC. Come on, y'all. Do y'all think that shit wasn't planned, bro? As soon as I seen it, I said, man, if this shit was a ritual. This was a ritual. Y'all, Temple Bonnet, this shit was a ritual, man. I'm not trying to hear this, bro. I don't want to hear this, man. Yeah, he guilty. I bet you get a slap. He got found guilty, but he about to get a slap on the wrist. This nigga still about to be out here acting. What? He's not to be locked. He's not about to go to jail for 10 years. This nigga's about to be right back outside and acting again. He's about to get community service or some light shit. He's not about to get nothing crazy. He's not facing murder charges. He ain't trying to kill abroad. He's not like he's coming. This was white supremacy. I'm like, oh my God. This is why I said, like, between this and the Katt Williams, bro, I swear, I'm like 2024 is starting off, honestly, to a great start because I know what not to feed, what to give my time to. Very clear what the fuck I'm not giving my time to in 2024. Bullshit like this. This is some Hollywood nonsense. That's what this is. I'm not. Come on now. I'm not. ZZ, look up Jonathan Majors breaks up high school fight. LOL, it's a Hollywood production. Better yet, Tubi. Oh yeah, I seen that. The high school fight. I'm like, bro, I remember that. That was another PR stunt to again help them get back in the good graces of the viewers. Those, at least the viewers that actually thought that nonsense was even had any sort of legitimacy to it. But girl, I'm like, man, got dropped by Coke and hired by Pepsi. Boy, white supremacy plays both sides. They're red and they're blue. They're black and they're white. They're both. White supremacy. I'm like, God damn, this wasn't a ritual. I don't know what was. It wasn't a ritual. I don't know what was, man. This is egregious outrage, everything between. What was I about to say? Oh, and shout out to Chloe Bailey for Haley Bailey. Holly Bailey. I don't know. And DDG, they just had a baby. Shout out to them. Congratulations, darling. People been saying they was pregnant, so I'm not really surprised, but still cool though. You know, named the baby Halo. That's hella cute. Let me see. What is this? Is this any different? Oh, let me play this little clip too from his interview real quick. Let me just play this little clip just because I want to see what he's saying.
A situation that I, in many ways, put myself in.
Your reaction to that verdict?
Shock. I was absolutely shocked and afraid. And I'm standing there, and the verdict comes down. I say, how is that possible? Based off the evidence, based off the prosecution's evidence, let alone our evidence. How is that possible?
But after only hours of deliberation, a jury of his peers.
White supremacy is how it's possible. I'm sorry to bring it to you, brother. It's white supremacy. It's called a white ethics, so that's how the hell. Damn evidence ain't make a damn difference. They was gonna make sure they got some sort of guilty verdict. You a black man going against a white woman, and you a black man with a good what's it called? Not brand. I'm not looking for the word brand. I'm looking for another word, but with a good brand, to say the least. Going against a small, fragile white woman. Of course you did. They was gonna get you for something, bro. You should know that. Yeah.
Peers agreed with prosecutors that he did physically injure his then girlfriend Grace Jabari in an incident last March.
What happened exactly? Do you know?
No, I don't know. But she's unconscious.
That 911.
Something about sitting here right now and looking at you. And
as you're probably well aware, that people were saying, well, why was he telling this woman to be like Corretta Scott King and Michelle Obama?
It was me trying to give an analogy of what it is I'm aspiring to be, these great men.
How are you going to aspire to be them without a black woman? Jonathan, what are you talking about? What did these people tell you to say? They got to give you better lines, brother. Tell them people write a better script. Because you know damn well you cannot be no Martin Luther King or Malcolm X with a fucking white woman. Malcolm X especially, that's just laughable. Not Malcolm X, who's Corretta Scott King and Obama. I mean, you could be Obama, I guess. Look, Obama might be attainable. You might be Obama, maybe. But even Obama got a black woman, so nigga, you still don't qualify. Come on now.
And Martin, President Obama, in trying to give a reference point to that, one of the things I also say is like, I need her, in that case, Grace, to make the same sacrifices that I am making.
As you're probably well aware, that people were saying,
oh, yeah, brother, I got the analogy. I got it. Trust me. I definitely understood. If you was standing to a black woman, I would have been like, right on, brother. Get in line, black woman. You out of order. That's what I'm talking about. Let her know, black man. Let her see it. Stand 10 toes, brother. Put your foot down. I would have been right behind you. But, brother, hell to the no. You say that to a white woman, you sound asinine. I'm sorry. You sound crazy. All right. I cannot back that. All right. We are not backing no crazy shit like that. You telling a white woman to be a Corretta Scott King. That's just literally ass backwards. It's a contradiction. It don't make sense. It can't happen. Literally. It's oil and vinegar. It's oil and water. It can't mix. Don't work like that. Okay. You can't on damn Corretta Scott King or Michelle Obama with a white woman type of shit. He is wilding. That is outrageous. Everything. Go ahead. Oh, I did have that one up this whole time. I'm tripping. I'm gonna change that. Anyways, Dr. King cheated on Corretta. Some say he cheated on her with the saltine. No, that's a lie. We will not spread lies in this chat, Samuel. There is no actual proof that he cheated on Miss Corretta. From what we know of, Dr. King didn't admit to it. Miss Corretta did not admit to it either. She actually spoke out against it and said it was untrue. Said that those tapes that those recordings that they played for her was some bullshit. Was a bunch of hotel rooms, different voices in different hotel rooms. There was never no account from her that she heard Dr. King and some woman in a room, and no, there's no proof that he was cheating on his wife. I don't want to hear that shit. So to me, and to all of us, really, it should be he didn't cheat on his wife because we have no proof of that. All we got is hearsay, baby. From the horse's mouth and the horse's wife mouth. Baby, we ain't got no proof he ain't cheat. So that's what the fuck I'm going. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. He ain't cheat on nobody. Shout out to the ancestor, Dr. King. Okay? And Corretta Scott King. And shout out to Corretta Scott King's daughter. As a matter of fact, before I finish, she actually tweeted. Here we go. She tweeted about the whole ordeal, Jonathan Majors thing. Let me pull this up right quick. And she said, let me read your tweet. My mother wasn't a prop. She was a peace advocate before she met my father and was instrumental in him speaking out against the Vietnam War. Please understand, my mama was a force. Here's what I wrote about her, and it's a link to something, I guess an article or something she wrote about her a while ago. Yeah, so yeah, we're not about to sit here and play with the late that's the Corretta Scott King. Okay, we're not gonna play on her top like that. We're not about to play in her face like that. Okay, we be trying to chuck, and some people try to chuck her up. Did somebody say this in here?
Through it all, Major's new girlfriend.
Some people be trying to chuck her up just to be. I don't know who made this bullshit here. This is outrageous. Everything between talking about MLK. If this ain't some nigga shit for you, this is outrageous. Corretta Scott King. All Coretta's then free. What type of shit? That's outrageous. But yeah, we're not about to say and play on Miss Corretta like that, okay? First of all, that woman was more than just his wife. I'm glad that she put that in there, okay? Because even Jonathan saying that kind of belittles her position. You know, I need you, or was in the context at least. Not even the way he said it, but in the context, the way a lot of people was putting it, let me say, or talking about it. They try to just put her down to just being his wife, which is nothing wrong with that, because being his wife is a great position. Hell of a title, okay? And I'm sure she wouldn't be mad with that title as either, but we should look at her as in her full form, which she was more than just his wife. She was an activist as well, and so yeah, even with that, girl, Jonathan, how the hell you gonna get a Corretta Scott King over a white woman who is not an activist, who's not even conscious, not even like what are we talking about? Come on now, she's not even a peace advocate like Miss Corretta was. How are we about to sit here? How are you about to sit here and get a Corretta Scott King out of a white woman who ain't got no sort of consciousness, activism, anything, advocacy for anything? What the hell? Come on now. So yeah, we're not gonna play with Miss Corretta like that. Shout out to her and her daughter for coming to her defense. Shout out to her daughter for Bernice 1,000% correct. Exactly. Shout out to her. Shout out to his mother. And that's how Jonathan was treating Megan, like a prop. That's what that little fake ass smile and she held me down like Corretta is giving me. She's a prop again. Like I said, what it's giving me is, and I hope I'm a knock on wood because hopefully I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. But what it's giving me is she going back to white women. It's giving me you going back to white women. Sooner than later. It's giving me you about to get that DC contract. Y'all going to stop fucking with each other. And the next thing you know, you're going to turn around. You're going to be dating one of your white co-stars next year or later this year. And we're going to be right back at square one. Hopefully it don't happen again. What's happening now? But yeah, I'm not doing that. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't pin that comment. She pinned the comment I don't want to be known for. My bad. My bad. I didn't mean to do you like that. I'm sorry. I just be seeing comments. Whenever a comment catch my eye, I pull it up and talk about it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do you like that. Thanks for the source. See, you are so very welcome. How did you put it up so quick on mails? He has had this on file. Well, excuse my ignorance. You're fine. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to go in on you like that. It wasn't even you. I was just saying that for the people, all the naysayers. Okay, because I've seen people say that before. Y'all know I got a whole video, not a whole video, but I got a video. It's called Black Women's Egregious Behaviors, I think, something like that. But I'm reacting to B. Simone and B. Simone's podcast, and she was like talking about how Dr. King was a cheater and how cheaters don't make great men. How you gonna make a great? It was a whole thing that went viral. Remember, she was like, just because you I mean, if you're a cheater, you're not a great man. Something along the lines of that. She went viral for that. So, and I reacted to that, and I said something similar. You talking about receipts, baby? I had the receipts on their ass. I had the receipts. Okay, I pulled up Corretta Scott King's book. Had to recite. I had to bring up a quote from her book. Okay, on that ass, because they was trying to play with Corretta. They trying to play with Dr. King. Really trying to play on the ass as a stop. Like they was not, like these ain't, legends in our community. Like you're bugging. So yeah. No, I didn't mean to go on you like that. Hey JoJo. Oh my God, it's 1:40. I've been on here I ain't done a 2-hour stream. I don't even remember the last time I done a 2-hour stream. That's crazy. I don't remember the last time I did a 2-hour stream. That's insane. Z, what's up, Shorty? What's up, JoJo? How you doing? JoJo. I know y'all seen that brother who attacked that judge too in a courtroom. That was egregious. Have y'all seen that? I know y'all seen that. Let me see if y'all seen that. I'm pretty sure y'all seen that. Ain't no way y'all ain't seen that. Hold up. It's not funny. It is kind of funny, but it shouldn't be funny because the lady did get hurt, I think. Let me see. Yeah, Brazy Fugazi. Yeah, that was kind of funny. I'm not gonna didn't want it to be funny, but yeah, that was crazy. Judge Judy came out and said something about it. She was like, I'm surprised he didn't get shot before. I'm surprised I don't even know how he got that close to the judge. And I think some people like, oh, this is harsh, which I agree. I do think that's, of course, we can't put that past white people. It could be stemming from a suspected white supremacist mentality, anti-black mentality, of course. He's a black man and he has mental health issues. Okay. But I will say, if somebody gonna get shot, you would think they're gonna get shot in the courtroom attacking the judge. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that I wish the brother get this shot. I'm actually glad he didn't get shot. Very glad he's actually was able to make it to his next court date. He made it out of there alive. Okay. That was a blessing. Okay, especially because he had mental health issues. So, I'm glad that they showed him some grace in that way and that, automatically going to something fatal. But yeah, I definitely see what Judge Judy was saying though. Like, nigga attack the bench like that. You're not even, he got up and was really swinging her ass. You're not even talking about he threw something or, he tried to run out the courtroom or, I don't know. He insulted the judge. Like, you dead ass ran up and jumped on the fucking judge. That's insane. That's insanity. You don't think, you would never think somebody would be able to do that. That's crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, so I'm just saying, if somebody was going to get shot, you would think a police officer was going to pull out a gun and shoot somebody. You would think it would be for a fucking judge. It makes sense, but I'm glad that didn't happen. This was him in court today. Not in court today. Was this today? I think this was today or yesterday. Yesterday, I think. But so yeah, this time they made sure he ain't going nowhere. He got the glove, got the mittens on, a chain. I think the chain go to his feet. He got on. I think this is like supposed to be like a spit mask or something. And they got two officers right on him. So he ain't going nowhere to say the least. This time he gonna be right where he need to be. This time he ain't going nowhere. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Because like I said, I don't want to talk about the Mississippi thing. It's too far on the stream. I'm gonna talk about it on my next live. I will talk about my next live. Floyd Mayweather is was at a I don't know if this is new or old or not, but Floyd Mayweather was at this Jewish I don't know. I guess this is a protest or something somewhere, but he, I mean, from what he ain't say it, but what it looked like, he got the flag on his hat, TNT. Is it all them joints TNT? All them joints is TNT. Actually, this ain't a. Is this a march or something? It looked like it's some sort of march or something, but it looked like he's standing with Israel. Duly noted. Duly noted. We're gonna put a pin in that. Yeah, he's standing with Israel. Apparently, that's interesting, to say the least. Yeah, interesting to know. Have y'all seen the new Tyler Perry? I mean, the new Color Purple movie. New Color Purple movie is out. Apparently, I think the budget was like 100 million. I think it only made about half of that back or something like that so far. I don't think they made all their money back. If I'm not mistaken, the numbers is going down. It's not doing too well. From my perspective, what I can see, the main reason I can see why people not rocking with it is because it's a musical. And some people like musicals. Like, I like musicals, but I don't know how to describe it, but I like good musicals. Like, I like Dreamgirls. Dreamgirls, my shit's not here. I love that movie. That movie with the dude from X-Men in it and Zendaya, that movie was, no, I couldn't do it. Fuck no. I don't know. It's just Hairspray. Used to love that movie. It's certain movies, you can do really, what you call it. But for the main complaint I'm singing about is that it's way too much singing in it, which is weird because it is a musical. But so I think that's just mainly for people who just don't like musicals like that. But the main complaint I see about the movie is that it's a lot of musicals and this thing about to get into with Boosie. But the main thing people are saying is that it's a lot of singing in it, But for the most part, I would say I was kind of surprised that they saying it's not doing that well in the box office because The Wiz, I like The Wiz, but I don't know. The Wiz also is long as hell. I don't like the fact that The Wiz is way too long. I'm sorry. I was trying to watch that show with these nephews the other day. I said, damn, this feels like 3 hours. This is a Harry Potter movie. Shit, this is definitely Hollows Part 1 and 2. Jesus Christ, this is egregious. Yeah, The Wiz is long as shit. It is boring, kinda. It's kind of boring, to be honest. Maybe it's because it's old. If they remade it, it might be better. But it's just the quality of it's kind of old. It's kind of boring. Especially if I was a kid, I could see why I'm like. And when I was young, I was kind of scared of The Wiz too. Low key, it kind of scared me. Low key. But yeah, that shit long as fuck. I'm sorry. I like The Wiz. I'm not gonna disrespect The Wiz because it's a classic, but that shit long as hell. I'm sorry. And there's only a couple songs in it that I really like, to be honest. A lot of songs, it's like it makes it more boring. It's like, man, we didn't even need this song. Let's keep it pushing. Keep the ball rolling. Diana, keep stopping. You just gotta stop that. Everything is sing. Diana, keep walking, please. Jesus, you didn't even get to the lion yet. We ain't even got to the lion and we 50 songs in. Diana, slow. Fucking hurry up. Let's slow down. Hurry up. Lord Jesus, that movie's so damn long. Anyway, gotta get me started. What's her name? But yeah, Color Purple though. Most people saying it's just too much singing. But a lot of people are saying that they liked the movie or that objectively speaking, it was like really good quality. The songs was really good. The acting was really good. The singing was really good. So I have heard a lot of actually good reviews. I've heard a lot of good reviews about it. Okay. But Boosie ass went and took his daughters. Boosie went and took his daughters. And he had to walk out the studio, out the theater, because he said, let's see, he tweeted it. He said, I had to walk out this Color Purple movie. And 2 other older couples walked out also because I had my little girls with me. And it seemed like a gay love story. Good acting, but whoever wrote the script is pushing the narrative hard. As a parent, I will not let my little girl, I guess I couldn't see the rest, but I'm pretty sure it says I won't let my little girl be programmed to watch the rest of this, whatever gives me a minute. Okay. Shout out to Boosie. I'm not surprised. Boosie been speaking out on stuff like this, so I'm not surprised. It's kind of his thing. But when nobody gonna call out the gay shit, it was gonna be good. It was gonna be Boosie. I'm not surprised. In the first movie, we know that I don't remember exactly, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Philly's sister is the one that's gay, or she's like bi, something like that in the movie. I was watching 5150. I remember Corey Craig watched it. He said he's seen the new one. He had not seen the old one before. He had only seen the new one. And even he had brought up the fact that they was trying to demonize black men, trying to make black men seem like the villains, but really it was the black women in that movie was shiesty as hell. He said the black, I think he was talking about Silly's sister, if I'm not mistaken, but he was like, she ended up sleeping with the husband. she was adulteress. She was sleeping with the husband and then ended up sleeping with the wife, took the wife from the husband, and I don't know. I don't remember the movie like that, if I'm being honest. I do remember some gay shit happening, but I don't remember it like that. Okay, I remember certain parts about that movie. I don't remember the whole thing. Okay. But yeah, I know again, I'm not surprised because I knew a part of the storyline was like some sort of lesbianism happening or like alluded to lesbianism or whatever. So I think it's a kiss or something that happens in the first movie. But yeah, he was Craig said the same thing for 5150. Same thing as Boosie, like, yeah, they was pushing that gay shit, and yeah, he didn't feel that. But even Craig said he thought the movie was good. He thought overall, like, it was still a good production and shit like that. Was it the makeup on the characters in The Wiz that scared you? I think so. I'm pretty sure. Like the lady, the Wicked Witch of the East, right? The last witch she got to fight. Not the last one, not the lady they be singing at the end. The other lady, the ugly one. I think she used to scare me. And them little monkeys used to scare me too. Her little minions, the little monkeys used to scare me too. And it was just like the feel of the movie. Like it felt creepy. Like if you watch that, even me going back and watching it with my niece and nephews, like I'm watching, like some of this shit is ill, just eerie. Like it just feels ominous. Like it feels like it's supposed to be kind of dark or scary. Like I don't know if that's intentional of the film, but it kind of like the what's the place that she's in? Wonderland, or where the fuck is she? Where does she go? Wizard. I don't know what the place is that she's at, but it just feels like something else is like it's like something dark, like there's a dark force over the world or something, Oh, thank y'all for the cash apps. Y'all some real ones for rocking with the realest. Yeah, thank you for the cash apps. Yeah, but it's real, like, I don't know, it's just real spooky. It kind of gives me the feel. Like some of the scene, even a trash can scene when they in the train station, the trash cans, like that shit feel like a horror scene. What's going on? These trash cans about to kill these niggas, about to eat them. What's happening right now? Just weird. Little stuff like that throughout the movie is weird. Okay. Movie's dark. Just I don't know. Witch of the West. Okay, Wicked Witch of the West. How many niggas got locked up and became a statistics to mass incarceration because of Boosie music? Yeah, Boosie got shit too. Yeah, Boosie got, he done promoted some degenerate things as well. Okay, but Boosie does promote expose a lot of this LGBT propaganda. So that's why I rock with Boosie though, because he do be exposing that. But yeah, and he need to stop doing Vlad interviews. I don't know why the fuck he keep going on Vlad. That's questionable though to me. In my opinion, going on Vlad is a little questionable. I don't like that. But I still rock with Boosie though. We cool. I like that movie. Yeah, that's a classic. Let me get up off of here. I'm really about to be up here for 2 hours. This is great. Y'all that got me up here for 2 hours. This ain't outrageous. Not even well, I didn't talk about the main stuff I want to talk about that, but anyways, I do appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all some real ones. Y'all, I created a new intro. So my next video, hopefully y'all get to see my new intro. I got to do an outro. I should have did the outro first. I could have used it here, but whatever. I did the intro first. So now I got to create an outro though. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all some real ones. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Patreon if y'all want that exclusive content. Subscribe to this channel. Like this video right now while you're here. There's 43 people in here. I should have at least 43 likes. Thank you. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the stream, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I don't give a damn. Share it to your mama. Share it to somebody. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And yeah, leave a comment. Go ahead and just put appreciate the stream, or if you're watching this on a playback, or if it's a comment I didn't read in here that you wanted me to read while I was doing live, going in on something on live, put it in the comments for me, okay? So I can go back and watch it. This is going to help the algorithm and all that jazz. So please leave a comment, like the video, share the video. All of it is appreciated. Thank you so much. Follow me on Instagram Follow me on Instagram, ZZ Rants. My backup is ZZ Rants 2. Twitter is ZZ Rants. TikTok is ZZ Rants. Cash App is zezebih. I appreciate y'all for the Cash Apps already. If you want to see anything else, zezebih. I appreciate you. PayPal is in the description. All the links is in the description. If you need a link to something, I do appreciate you. Go check that out. And shout out to the chat. Appreciate y'all. Y'all some roads rocking with the realest. Good show, Z. Thank you. It's your fault. I told you, dude. I told you go and do Jonathan Majors another day. I'm dead. It's my fault. You're right. I'm gonna blame y'all though. It's y'all fault. Good night though. Jazz, me, myself, Isaiah, Chemistry, Cyber, Marcus Moore, John, Samuel, Isaiah, OG Hot Rod, Arrow, I'm not sure. Marcus Moore, JoJo, Chris G. Y'all some real ones. I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace. Be one.